A little walk around here. See who's here. All these amazing people in support of Gord. There's the man right there. Oh, sorry. Look at these people. This is so great.
Some from as far away as Australia, Germany, and even Toronto.
Westboro.
And Westboro, thank you. So welcome and thank you for making the effort to come this evening. We really appreciate it.
Chris, is that where you live now?
In 1996, my wife Marie was diagnosed with MS.
I'd love to.
After many adjustments, we have learned to cope, and Marie is still quite active, healthy, and leads a busy life. MS is a neurological disease that affects people in the prime of life. 100,000 Canadians live with MS. Most people know someone that lives with MS. I decided to use my artistic skills to raise money for MS research. In 2007 and 2009, I created calendars and held events. See page 20 in the book if you're following along. Now I've created a book of my paintings called A Life in Paintings of Gord J.P. It's part biography, part scrapbook, and a lot of paintings. 220 to be exact. Not that anybody's counting. Francie Healy and I started working on this book last summer, but in reality it's been 75 years in the making. The book is being launched tonight at a cost of $50, a great price for a worthwhile cause. And 100% of the proceeds from the sale of the book will go to MS research.
Excellent.
In addition to buying the book, please consider making a donation to MS Canada. It's a cause that is very dear to my heart. And every donation will receive a tax receipt. MS Canada staff and volunteers have come here to help out, and they're willing to accept cash, debit, or credit cards. Also this evening, I am launching 24to12.com, which is about my third calendar, the third part of the trilogy. But there's a twist. 24 paintings will be voted down to 12 over the course of the summer, with the calendar being published in September. Again, all proceeds will be directed to MS research. So please visit 24to12.com and vote for your favorites. And now I'm going to introduce someone very special to me, my wife, Marie.
Brother-in-law came in from Toronto yesterday, said that I had to start the speech with a joke. So, blame this on him. Behind very, very great man is a surprise woman. Most of us have dates in our lives that are significant to only ourselves. July 24th, 1994, I met Gordon on a blind date arranged by Gordon's friend, Gary Foman, who was here earlier. I was a volunteer treasurer for Hope Beach Volleyball, and Gary was the accountant. I thought I was going out to see a Body Rate concert with a bunch of friends. No, it was Gary and his wife and Gordon. The rest is history. December 6, 1996, I saw the Dr. Atack's office, a neurologist, who said, "I'm sorry to tell you, you have multiple sclerosis." My life changed on both those days. And this brings us to today. It's April 2025, and we are here today launching Life in Pain, Gordon's autobiography that tells of him being born in New York City on Thanksgiving Day, 1950, and the very interesting life he's led in the 75, as his 75th birthday lives. When you meet Gordon, he will always tell you that he was born in New York. Whether you ask him did in fact check it, and November 23rd, 1950 was in fact American Thanksgiving. So we have something to be thankful to the Americans for. That may be the only thing. This book is not so much a vanity publishing project, rather a testament to his philanthropy and creativity in support of MS research. Over the years, Gordon has raised over $80,000 for MS Canada.
Wow, amazing.
During my almost 30 years of living with MS, Gordon has been there for me. As my disability has progressed, he has supported me literally and figuratively by helping me live my life to the fullest. Gordon does not consider himself a caregiver. Rather, we use the term PA, personal assistant. This means he carries my heavy luggage, and believe me, I don't travel light. Fills my water bottle when I'm heading to the gym, and helps me as my stylist. People often say it's all about accessories when reviewing my business attire. And he picks me up when I fall, and he has learned not to say, "What happened?" Because most times I don't know what happened. He does this with a sense of humor and grace that is very impressive, because I can be a challenge to live with. Hard to believe. My involvement as a volunteer with MS Canada has provided me the opportunity to become a community activist, a role my sister-in-law Mary coined for me many years ago. I started volunteering at the MS Ottawa chapter shortly after being diagnosed, and I took on increasing leadership roles provincially, nationally, and internationally when I was on the board of the International MS Federation headquartered in London, England. More recently, I joined the Scientific Steering Committee of the International Progressive MS Alliance, of which MS Canada is a managing partner. During the pandemic, I had planned on retiring from volunteering, but this opportunity came up and I had to jump on it. As a member of the Scientific Steering Committee of the Progressive MS Alliance, I work with scientists from all over the world, and we decide what projects will be funded. I, as a person living with MS, bring my experience to the discussions. We spend a great deal of time and thought reviewing these proposals and awarding the funding. I see firsthand the progress that is happening now in MS research and the teams of international scientists working to end MS. One of the goals of the Alliance is to lead research that will identify, develop, test, and implement effective therapies that will improve well-being that can be widely adopted. Recently, in Dublin, not a bad gig, I was at a conference for 2 days and we awarded 2.6 million euros for well-being for 9 research projects in Australia, Belgium, Norway, USA, and Canada. And there is an Ottawa connection, which is really very cool. Dr. Lara Paludi and Dr. Lisa Walker at the University of Ottawa project was one of the initiatives that was selected. The well-being projects will focus on pain, mobility, and cognitive issues. And yes, I have a few. I can tell you from personal experience that finding solutions to these symptoms will be game-changing to improving the lives of people living with MS. That's the power of research. In Ottawa, we are privileged to have world-renowned MS researcher. In addition to being my neurologist, he's also a good friend that over the years has supported Gordon's fundraising initiatives. I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Mark Friedman, who is a senior scientist at the Ottawa Health Research Institute, professor of neurology at the University of Ottawa, and the director of the MS Research Center.